What's up, y'all? We back here with another video in beautiful nature for today. I want you to know you're not here by accident. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear today, not what you want to hear, not a pep talk you'll forget in an hour, but the truth that your soul has been reaching for. Because right now, I know you're tired. Maybe you've prayed until your words feel empty. Maybe you've done everything you know to do, and nothing has changed. Maybe deep down, you've started to wonder if God even hears you anymore. And if that's you, if you've been wrestling with doubt, with silence, with the crushing weight of when will things get better, then lean in. Because I need to tell you this: God has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. And even though it may not look like it right now, He is working. This isn't about painting over your pain with shallow positivity. This is about what it really looks like to trust God, even when you don't feel Him, even when His timing doesn't line up with yours, and even when everything in you wants to quit and give up. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about trust, real trust, the kind that doesn't deny reality, but still believes that God will come through. Trusting God isn't easy. I know we've heard it in church, or read it on coffee mugs. Just trust Him. Just trust Him. Just believe He'll come through. As if it's some light switch you can flip, and suddenly you're overflowing with peace. But if you're living in the real world, you know it doesn't work like that. You've prayed for healing, but the sickness lingered. You've prayed for provision, but the bills piled higher. You've prayed for clarity, but the silence only grew louder. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you thought, if God really loves me, why does it feel like He's holding out on me? I get it, because I've been there too. And maybe you're there right now. I'm there right now. I'm struggling as well as I know you guys are. You're not questioning God's existence. You're questioning His timing. You're questioning His silence. You're questioning why He seems to be coming through for everyone else but you. The truth is, we struggle to trust God because trust means surrender, and surrender feels like losing control. We want answers, we want guarantees, we want a timeline, but God doesn't work on our timelines. He works on His. And that gap between what we want and what we see, that's where trust gets tested. And let me tell you, doubt doesn't mean your faith is broken. Doubt means your faith is being stretched. Because trust grows in the tension. Not when life is smooth, not when prayers are instantly answered, but when you're in the waiting room, staring at closed doors, wondering if God is still writing your story, wondering if God is still there for you, and wondering if He's always going to be there. So what does it even mean to trust God? It's not pretending you're okay when you're not. It's not smiling through the pain just to look spiritual. And it's definitely not believing that if you say the right prayer, God owes you the outcome you want. Trust is deeper than that. Trust is not faith in an outcome, it's faith in God's character. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. If your trust in God is only strong when life goes your way, then it's not trust. It's a transaction. You're not really trusting Him. You're trusting your desired results. But real trust says, God, even if I don't get what I prayed for, I still believe You're good and always good. Even if I don't see the way forward, I believe You're still leading me and guiding me to where I need to go. Even if this chapter hurts, I believe the story You're writing is better than the one I have written for myself. That's not an easy thing to do, and it's not natural, but that's what trust looks like. It's the same kind of trust you see in a child holding their father's hand while crossing a busy street. The child doesn't need to know the traffic pattern. They don't need to know where they're going. They just need to know, my father's hand is holding mine. I'm safe. That's the picture of trust. Not knowing how, just knowing who. Most of us don't struggle with faith, we struggle with control. We say we trust God, but what we really mean is, I trust You as long as You do what I expect. And when He doesn't, then our grip tightens. We try to fix it ourselves, we try to force the outcome, but the harder you grip, the heavier it gets. because control is exhausting. You weren't designed to carry it all. And the moment you let go is the moment you realize you were never in control to begin with. Now, letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means opening your hands so God can place something better in them. Sometimes we're clinging so tightly to what we think we need that we leave no room for what God wants to give us. Trusting God is not about losing, it's about making space. Space for His wisdom, space for His timing, and space for His provision that looks different, but it's always better. Now, this is where most of us get stuck. Timing. We live in a culture of instant everything. Instant answers, instant gratification, and instant delivery. And when God doesn't move instantly, we assume He's not moving at all. But God's delays are not denials. They're preparation. Think about Joseph in the Bible. He had a dream that he would be a leader, but instead of stepping into a throne, he was thrown into a pit, then sold into slavery, then wrongfully imprisoned. If you looked at his life during those years, you'd think God had abandoned him. But all along, God was positioning him. The pit, the prison, they were all stepping stones to the palace. And that's what waiting does. Waiting doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means something is being prepared. Now, sometimes that something is your future. Sometimes it's your character. Sometimes it's both. Trusting God means trusting His clock, believing that if it hasn't happened yet, it's because it's not time yet. And when the time comes, nothing and no one can stop what God has planned for you. But what about when you're right in the middle of it? When the pain is fresh, the bills are due, the diagnosis just came in. How do you trust God when everything is uncertain? You do it by remembering this. Faith isn't about knowing how, it's about knowing who. You don't need all the answers. You don't need the blueprint. You don't need the whole staircase. You just need the next step. Uncertainty is where faith breathes. If everything was guaranteed, you wouldn't need trust. Faith isn't tested in clarity, it's tested in mystery. And here's the thing, God is not asking you to figure it all out. He's asking you to hold on, to lean into His presence, to let Him be enough when the outcome is still unclear. Because the truth is, God doesn't just want to get you to the other side, He wants to walk with you through the storm. Now, so how do you live this out every day? You live with expectation, not expectation that God will do exactly what you scripted, but expectation that He will show up. It's waking up and saying, God, I don't know what today holds, but I believe You're already in it, and I believe You're already working. It's choosing gratitude for the small things, even while waiting for the big breakthrough. It's reminding yourself of the times He came through before, so you can believe He'll do it all over again. Faith isn't built in the grand moments. It's built in the quiet, daily choices. The prayers you whisper when no one's watching, the scriptures you repeat when your mind is restless, the decision to believe one more day, just one more day, that God is still writing your story. So let me leave you with this. If you're watching this right now, it's not by accident. This message found you because God wanted to remind you He's not done. You're still here. That means your story is not finished. Yes, it's hard. Yes, I know you've cried. And yes, you've wondered if He cares. But the very fact that you're still standing, still breathing, still seeking, is proof that He has more for you. Trust isn't easy. It never was, but it's worth it. Because when you choose to trust God, not outcomes, not timelines, not your own strength, you discover something deeper. You discover peace that doesn't make sense, strength you didn't know you had, hope that refuses to die. And one day, when the prayers are answered, and when the breakthrough comes, and when the story makes sense, you'll look back and realize God was faithful all along. So hold on and don't quit. Trust Him and He will come through. Not always how you expect, and not always at the time you expect him to, but always in the way you need, because that's who he is. If you guys like this video, make sure you drop a like down below so that I know that you guys are enjoying the content. That also helps the algorithm push me out so that it knows to push my videos to you guys, and you can watch more content like this. Now, if you've been enjoying my content, you've been here for every video, you've listened to every video, go down below and hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that bell right now so that you don't miss out on any more content. If you watched every video, I don't know why you're not subscribed. I made sure just to get this beautiful view in this video today. I wanted you guys to see this. I wanted this to all be captured. This is God's creation right here. We can't ever forget that. And we gotta always remember to forever be grateful for the life that we live, even if it's not the one we want to live right now. We get to wake up and look at this beautiful creation today. There might be evil in the world. There might be things that try to bring you down and worries that try to fill your mind, but when you stop, take a breath, and look at the world, look at the skies that God created. They're beautiful. I'll see y'all in the next video. God bless you all.